No, it's not even going to be a fucking thing. I'm going to explain why in a bit. Everyone's getting really nostalgic. It feels like senior year of high school again, which makes me sad, which is why, luckily for you, my username is this ninja nerd. Nerd, you know? So I Googled the shit out of it because I was bored and I have ADHD. So, what's this all mean for you? All right, well, luckily for you, the government is the government. It's bureaucratic, it's inefficient. So, how long and likely will the ban take place? The fastest they could ever do it, probably 6 months, but that's not gonna fucking happen. 80% chance, a year. But let's add in the fact that this is, bureaucratic, is inefficient. You gotta add in, what's the word? What's that government time? Government time. What's government time? It's like colored people time. When you call your friend, someone like me, I subscribe to colored people time. I don't find it offensive because they'll be like, you on the way? I'm like, I'm on the way. I barely put my fucking shoes on. And they're like, are you in the car? I'm in the car. My shoes are barely being put on. I'm putting them in slowly. So, if the government says, the article talks about it, they get 6 months, right here, to figure this shit out, and in 6 months, implement it. So that's 12 months, a year. Government time, times 2. That's being generous. I was going to say times 5. But, so, 2 years. Sorry, which I put here, is the most reasonable time that we'll have. Let me just do that again. So, government time, 2 years is what I suspect would be the earliest if they ban TikTok. Now, TikTok is a First Amendment problem because it is the internet, commerce. That's why the FCC, the Commerce Department rules it. Restricting access to a speech platform that is used by millions every day would be a dangerous precedent. And it would also be incredibly hard to justify. They would have to demonstrate that privacy and security concerns can't be addressed in narrow ways. When it comes to First Amendment issues and free speech, they have to show it has to be narrowly tailored to the specific problem. So if it's something about children, it should directly address children and be super narrow to that. Otherwise, it's bullshit. So I don't know why they're making a big hoopla out of this. Maybe like the Republican base is like, we're doing it. We're getting the TikTok down. The problem is when you hit the First Amendment issues, it's the highest bar, which is strict scrutiny. Strict scrutiny, as I wrote here, the government has to show that whatever regulation they have is the least restrictive means, meaning it is probably the only way to do something, and there are no alternatives. So the government is claiming national security will be protected by banning TikTok. Is that the only way? Are there alternative ways? Are there less restrictive ways? Proving any of those points, the government will lose. They could ban TikTok. It's going to take at least another fucking year. Then it's going to get sued the fuck out because that's how government in America works. And if it stays, it stays. It's likely not going to stay because even right now, as I'm saying it, I'm pretty sure there's a least restrictive way to do this. Don't fear. It's the government. You ever been to the DMV? You're not fucking leaving anytime soon. But I got you. So you still worried, right? Where are you going to find me if you enjoyed this video so far? My username is the same across all platforms. I'll be back on YouTube. I mean, YouTube did me dirty, so I came here. And plus, I don't know how the fucking algorithm of YouTube works anymore. Like, honestly, I've been putting shit out and it gets like, 14 views. Honestly, I did like my face on one of those AI apps to see like where my face pops up. It popped up on some like Vietnamese YouTube website with like 2 million views for one of my streamings. Pissed me off. I'm like, how do I get into that like Vietnamese YouTube bracket? I don't know. I mean, obviously there's a fucking market that's gonna watch me. But yeah, you can catch me on YouTube with my 14 views. My name is this ninja nerd. What are my videos? Shit like this. I explain things and I make them funny. And if not, I just talk about my life. I think I'm fairly entertaining. I'm neurotic enough. But yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, it's senior year maybe. But like, it's like September, bro. Don't even worry about June. You'll probably flunk anyways, which is the government taking longer. So we'll all be here another fucking year. So, don't even worry about it. Is it serious? Yeah. The government has some valid concerns. If people want a video on that, I can explain what the government's valid concerns are. There are some. Is it also about money? Obviously. What isn't about money in America? But let me ask you something real. Really think. You ever get something for nothing? I mean, we all have to know. The scariest fucking thing I remember is when Gmail came out and everyone was like, hey, you want to make a Gmail? I'm like, what the fuck do they want from us? Honestly, this world is all Black Mirror coming in hot. They're definitely data mining the fuck out of us. You die, they're gonna be like, do you want a robot of your deceased one? We have all their emails. We know everything about them. We even know like the weird shit they look online. So they'll be just like your person, even in the ways they hid from you. We all sold our souls when we got a Gmail. Okay. The only difference is this is a foreign company. This is where the national security concern is a little bit valid. One of the owners of TikTok is ByteDance or something like that. ByteDance, I think. They used to own Musical.ly. They are a Chinese company, despite the fact that TikTok is in Singapore and Los Angeles. But because one of their owners is in China, they do fall into the CCP, which is the Chinese government's laws. One of their laws is that without question, they can take anything they want, including all the data, all of our data. So yeah, that is a concern that could be addressed and probably should be. But are you gonna have to like start watching TV again, or I don't know, watch the Red Table Talk on Facebook? Fuck no. Fuck Jada Pinkett Smith. Fuck her and her weird entanglement fucking show. No, just keep fucking swiping. And not on Hinge, not on Tinder. Fuck those apps too. Just keep letting the algorithm do its thing. Yeah, are they stealing your data? Everything's stealing our data. The most egregious is like Instagram. I say, hey, my house smells weird. And then I go on Google and they're like, do you want to buy deodorant for your house? I didn't even type that. Okay, so Mark Zuckerberg, you can fuck off, okay? Are there valid concerns? Yeah, there's valid concerns. Are there, like, lobbyists? There's lobbyists everywhere. There is nothing in this world that doesn't come without a price. It may not be money, but they're taking something else.